Hey there everybody, Sean here today from Juju Bean. Wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to make a nice espresso drink using some of our coffee that we sell on our website at jujubean.com. Today I'm going to be making the craft, the dark roast. Really good coffee, nice and rich and bold. So let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, first off, got our coffee beans already set inside the grinder. And we got a scale here on this particular machine here that we have, where we got the scale of the grind, fine. You can go either coarse or fine. For espresso, usually you're gonna wanna set it right in and about that amount. That puts it about, you don't want ultra fine, but you wanna make sure that you're between medium and fine. So that's usually a good point right there. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to get our portafilter, and we're going to put it in here. And in this nice little machine, we got a selection here where we can select the amount that we're looking for. This right here is a manual. This one here is 1. This is 2 cups. So I'm going to go for a 2-cup, 2-shot, dual shot drink here. So I'm going to set it to that setting, and then you go ahead and just hit grind. Let's see it's grindy. And it automatically stops whenever it has the correct amount of grinds in there. And then we can pull our portafilter out. Just give it a little bit of tap down here. And then what you want to make sure that you do is that whenever you tamper this, got a nice little tamper here, that you're going to usually put about 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. Now, I know it's kind of tricky saying 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. How do you know what kind of pressure you're putting? Well, you really don't know exactly unless you have some professional device that you're using, but give it a good, nice little press in there. You can play around with it. You'll eventually get to a point where you can know exactly what the right pressure is. Then you're gonna wanna take and dust off some of the excess coffee beans that you have, so you have a nice little tight feel. Now I have a little brush and stuff, but since I'm doing this with one hand, it makes it work. Put it up in our machine. Okay, then a couple things I wanted to point out. When we start to extract the grind and pull out the richness of the fluid, this particular machine actually has a grind meter on it. If you under extract, which is down here in this section down here, you're going to have more of a high acidity, and it doesn't necessarily just taste right. I mean, it will taste okay, but that's called pre-infusion. Anything in this lower zone where you don't have a whole lot of pressure. Anything that's in the blue is the perfect espresso zone. That zone is where we want to make sure that our needle stays within. And then of course, if you over extract, that's down here in the red section. What that means is there's too much pressure, and what that can do is that allows you to have a much more bitter type coffee, more bold flavor. However, it doesn't necessarily have the greatest taste. Maybe sometimes it's a little more burnt feeling or tasting. So, just a couple of things to keep in mind here. Now, one of the things I do want to point out about your pressure gauge here, not all of them have the proper pressure gauge, but to understand the pressure is, what that pressure is that it's the water that is actually going through the beans whenever you use the tamper tool and you're pressing it down the grinds. If the water pressure is very low going through it, that it flows through real easily. So if you don't have the proper amount of pressure on it, then it'll flow too easily, and that will be in the pre-infusion mode. If you press it too hard and you smash down too much with the tamper tool, then you're going to create a really tight seal with those coffee beans. You're the grinds, you're really sealing it up. So that'll usually go into the over extraction. So again, whenever you're playing around with the tamper, whenever you're pushing it down, proper amount of pressure, it's a matter of just playing around with it to where you get to the point where you stay within that perfect espresso range on the pressure gauge, if you have a pressure gauge, of course, on the type of machine you have. So I'm going to need to start warming up my milk. Now I use some nice vanilla flavored here. That's what I'm doing today with some almond milk. So put that in frothing this milk. Pre-steam going here. And we can get that up in there and get that going. Now, a lot of people wonder what temperature they should be putting it at. Usually between 140 to 149 is the ideal temperature. So we'll let this sit for a little bit until we get up to temperature. And then we're going to be ready to start extracting our beans. Alright, and on this machine, I got a pre-selection amount here. So just like I had on the over here, whenever I set the grind amount to 2 shots, this here we've got manual 1 and 2 shots as well. I'm going to go ahead and set it to 2 shots so it knows the proper amount. We've got our shot glasses underneath, and I'm going to go ahead and extract. As you can see, our pressure is sitting right in the proper amount of space, right about in the middle is great. Getting a nice extracted espresso. Once it reaches the 2-shot level, it'll automatically stop. Alright, we got ourselves an espresso to mix together here. And right over here, as you can see, I've got my milk froth, and if I can focus, sitting right at about 146 degrees. So I'm going to take our shots here. Make a nice little juicy bean cup. 1, 2. And I'm going to let you ready to enjoy this. Now, of course, you can go in, you can put any kind of flavors or anything, vanillas or any caramel, add to your flavor, but there's a nice perfect espresso. Beautiful. If anybody has any questions, you can definitely comment in the comments section down below. And then, of course, the craft, head on over to jujubean.com and then check all the products that we've got. Thanks for watching.